Soldier. I didn't pay attention to see if my shit actually hit. We're gonna find out though. This will be our first time seeing Final Heaven if it hit. Oh, yep. Like some Fist of God type shit. Alright, well. I guess I just don't really have a reason not to do the fights, and that's why we're fighting them. You know what I mean? Like, we might as well. But also, like, why am I wasting my, limit breaks? Oh, now we're actually going down to the reactor instead of just walking to it. Which, you know, that's cool. So I remember getting stuck here at the this reactor as well. Oh, there's something else I need to get here. Fuck. The drop. I don't know if we're gonna get it, but we're gonna try. So this enemy is actually who I was looking for. I don't remember how morph works exactly. I think it has to... Hey, what's up? How's it going? I think it has to kill. I didn't read how much health it has. But I don't remember. Yeah, that's what I thought. So I need to be careful, because I don't want to do this more than once. Oh, Cloud's not attacking. I thought he was. Fuck. No, that's fine. Maybe I shouldn't have put morph on my healer, but you know, whatever. Oh, it's a lot of fun. I love this game. I haven't played it in a while. But we're doing pretty good. I did, an extensive chocobo breed farm, not last week, to finish getting Knights of the Round. So I'm a little over leveled at the moment, but that's okay. Alright, so I love the game. It is one of the best Final Fantasy games that's ever made. Not personally my favorite, but it is up there. Like, I can easily come back to this game, no problem. At any point. And the main reason I'm playing it right now is because while I was playing the remake and rebirth, I thought about it. And I was like, we need to play the first one to talk about what I'm afraid of when they make the final game of the remakes. Oh yeah, if a game evokes an emotion out of you at all, from the game, not, you know, the game being terrible, but like from the game, then it's a good game. I get the... Who did I take? I took off Shiva. If the villains genuinely make you angry, or upset with them, if you cry at a scene that's supposed to make you cry. I like Nine's music, but like, I don't know, man. I really like Man with the Machine Gun is probably my favorite track that has ever existed in a Final Fantasy game. And in like any game. I think Man in the Machine Gun is probably one of my favorite tracks that's ever existed. 9 has really good music, but I've also only beat 9 twice? It wasn't one I grew up with, I will say that. But that doesn't make it any less good. I like 9 a lot. It's just not... And I know I'll get shit for this, because I always do. But for me, 8 still holds as my favorite. But that doesn't make any of them any less good. Like, vying for favorite is very, very difficult with this series for me. Hell, the only game that I wouldn't consider ever being like a top Final Fantasy game for me is Final Fantasy II, and not because of the story, just from the gameplay mechanics. I mean, I wouldn't say that's a failure of a fan. It just means you like those two games. There's nothing wrong with that. 8's one of my top 3 favorite games of all time. So, like, when I got older, I expanded from there. The only one I haven't beaten from the, like, first 13 is 6. But, yeah, American 4 would have been 6 on the SNES. But yeah, which is the only one I haven't completed. I need to get back to that at some point, but I haven't. The big 3 people always talk about are 6, 7, and 10. And I get it. Those are like the generational games. The ones that a lot of people either played first, or they're the ones that changed their perspective on RPGs. I didn't mean to do that, but you know, here we go. I don't need this for the upcoming boss, so it's fine. 10 is very good. I played 10 on stream a long time ago, before I had to stop streaming. I spent the whole time ripping on Waka, but that doesn't mean it's a bad game. It's just Waka's a really good character. I mean, I hate Titus, but 10 is still a great game. I get the hate on Squall. Squall just resonates for me personally. But I get the hate for Squall as well. I'm of the mindset that most Final Fantasies where they had a singular main character don't have a likable protagonist. Personally, there hasn't really been a protagonist in a Final Fantasy game that I thought was likable. in like the first, maybe all of them, honestly. Like, they're redeemable. They all become really cool and interesting characters. Zidane I put in the same category I'm talking about right now. Like, don't like them initially, grow on me later. Like, Cloud's the same way. After the scene in Meadle, which we've already done, where Cloud learns who he really is, that's when those characters start to grow on me. Zidane was the same way. Once we got to... And I think that's a testament to the game itself, because I've only beaten the game once or twice. I can remember, like, the city of... What was it? The City of Clones? Where we learned Zidane's past and stuff like that. Yeah, the Cloud stuff is really good. But yeah, I can remember that portion of the game relatively well. The huge materia. But I think Memoria was the name. I'm pretty sure. It was like the World Tree type city place, if I recall. I might have that all fucked up, but anyway. I think that's just the vibe I got from it, at the very least. I think once I am not playing through the Yakuza series, and I get that all caught up, 9's definitely going to be something I play very soon. But I've got a lot of games before that happens. They're going to take it on that submarine. That's what you think, fucker. God. Anyway. Oh, hey, Reno. Did we make it? I don't think I've played this game in a couple years now, actually. I did play it again when I got a PS4, and I bought the game on PS4 to platinum it, and that was the last time I played it. I believe that, because, so for me, there were 2 bosses in the game when I was a kid that killed my runs. One I already talked about previously. It was Shizo at the glacier. Shizo destroyed my run. I did not know, as a kid, I didn't know what to do. That's crazy. But this boss made me have to actively grind until I could beat it, because I refused to restart like I did with Shizo. Even though I didn't need to restart with Shizo. What are you doing? Help load. Cloud? You know I don't work cheap. Looks like we barely made it. Yeah, Shizo was a big difficulty spike. Especially since, like, the last boss was Genova Life. And they give you all the tools to basically take 0 damage. And then you run into Shizo. Either give it to us or else. Which is it gonna be? But yeah, the thing that got me as a kid wasn't just the HP, it was the death attacks, which Final Fantasy VII was my first Final Fantasy and my first big JRPG. So I had never dealt with that before. Unfortunately, I don't have time to deal with you. So getting hit with those massive quake attacks at the end of the fight, kind of like what behemoths do with the meteor attacks. See, by the time we got to that point in the game, I got counterattacks because the guard scorpion just destroyed my shit at the beginning of the game. And I didn't understand why. To the point where I grinded to like level 20. Like 15 to 20. My first playthrough because I didn't understand. In the first reactor. It was crazy. My priority is a huge materia. Alright. Well, I didn't keep any of my limits, but that's okay. Technically, I could just... cheat. Oh, I had the wrong enemy skill on. That's cool. I could just cheese this, I suppose, but... we're not gonna do that. I can pretty much cheese the rest of the game if I wanted to, but I don't really want to do that. Oh, we haven't used Leviathan yet. I know it's not optimal, but fuck it. Yeah, so I think that's kind of the point, is like it wasn't very I haven't used Phoenix yet either. Oh yeah, especially in this playthrough, since it's gonna be my one playthrough, at least till we catch up on shit, that we get to do. I want to do all of the limits and all of the summons at least once. Which I've used everybody now except for Phoenix, surprisingly. And I've got the wrong enemy skill on, which makes me a little sad. I'm not sure what I want to do, just because I don't want a Knights of the Round. Like, there's no point to the fight at that point. I need to update my shit. Like, none of my shit is set up well. And I haven't really thought about it. But that's because I just... Oh yeah, I'll be fine just holding the button. It's just, I prefer not doing that. Oh well. Oh hey. Well. A meteor rain. Yeah. So as a kid, whenever I would lose, it was because it would grab my two of my teammates and then just kill me. I can actually see my damage on Big Brawl. Oh, there we go. Yeah, the lapis laser. God's Hand. Alright. Now I get to play my favorite minigame. Damn, the submarine. We have to go after it. Hold on to your horses. Let's take it from them. Which, I don't know. I know we're going to be playing another Final Fantasy game at the end of the month. I don't think I have. Not in the minigame, like this minigame part of it anyway. I'm sure I have in Gold Saucer, but I don't think I ever have here. Oh hey, Choco Mog finished. How did Choco Mog finish? I think it's because I took it off a cloud when we were farming all materia. I mean, I could, but also I kind of just want to finish it. I mean, that's fine. I'm kind of curious. Oh. Well, I fucked up. I forgot that there was a chest over there. And then I saw it as we started that last fight. And I'm like, well, okay. I don't remember what was in that chest, but, you know, it'll be fine. Hopefully. Oh, that is kind of funny. Interesting. So, I don't know if they've ever confirmed that this is your party from... Or if they did, I didn't pay attention. That's what I was thinking, because I feel like you have to try to lose this minigame. No, this is terrible. I don't know if they've ever confirmed it, but I've always liked to believe that these are the guys that you were with whenever you were doing the first Yunnan encounter. We don't have much time left. I don't want to die. There's still so much more I've got to do. I never even got a chance to do my It is them. Okay, never mind. My brain had forgotten. Alright, then make this your first victory. Go on, show them. Yes, sir. Yep. I forgot about that statement. That kind of more or less confirms it. Unless they were telling everybody, but I doubt it. No, I don't think I ever fight them. They're my friends. They get to stay. Come on, please. I'm sorry, I can't take it anymore. The lack of space, the shaking, the roar of the engine. Oh yeah, Cloud is claustrophobic and motion sick. This is great. What are we gonna do? We stole a submarine but can't pilot it. I think I fought them once, but like, they're my friends. Hunk of junk, just gotta do this. See, now you take over. Hey, you're right. I do feel a little better driving. No sweat, just leave everything to me. I don't remember how to use this thing. Speed up 5. Okay. Alright, we got it. It's so slow. I don't remember it being this slow. Jesus. You really have to try. I do remember it being that fast, but... like, holy shit. Received the Shinra sub. Whew, we did it. The huge materia should be at the bottom of the sea by now. Let's continue the search. All Shinra submarine units, do you read? All Shinra submarine units, do you read? Must be from Shinra. Report, number 2. Number 2? I saw that written at the dock. They must mean this sub. Alright, I'll do it. This is Shinra number 2. Everything's normal. Worst minigame. So, like, design of the minigame or just, like, when you encounter it in the story? Like, if you want to say, like, counter it in the story... Marching in Junnan's okay. When you first... It's not intuitive, I'll say that. Marching in Junon's probably the worst one to learn because it is very, very unintuitive. But in terms of like the actual worst, I want to say this one's probably the worst the first time you do it because it's not a minigame. Let's be real. But like, you know, do it like how it's designed and everything. I don't like the snowboard minigame. Personally. I used to be better at it, but now I'm just awful at it. Junon Airport. We should make it if we hurry. Forget about the huge materia for now. We're climbing. The airport? No sweat. Yeah, I get it, but also, like, that was an interesting, like, well, big, you know, alright. You know how, like, in Disney, a lot of the earlier movies, they'd have a really, really, like, intense scene, and then suddenly it's all happy, like nothing happened. A lot of people point to Bambi for this, where Bambi's mom gets killed, and then immediately after, everything's okay. It's kind of like that. The crazy thing is the snowboarding isn't bad for PlayStation 1, like when it came out, because it kind of plays like any other like skatey, snowboardy type minigame that would have been in a game at the time. But it definitely didn't age well. Finish loading the huge materia. All we have to do now is to ready the cargo ship, Gelnica, for departure, and we're done. Okay. All right. Oh, there it goes. I don't know why. They are cool. I don't know why I was really bad at pronouncing shit that I read. Not pronouncing shit, but like misreading shit. I don't know why up until this point in my life, because I played this a couple of years ago and I didn't even... No, yeah, it's impenetrable. It's the Air Titanic, don't you know? Anyway, when I first read through this game when I was younger, I always read that as Galinka. And I don't know why. But I carried that even during this playthrough because I hadn't seen them name it until just now. I was still calling it the Galinka. Instead of the Gelnica, which crazy. Can't we go after it? Where's that thing headed? Rocket Town, of course. Yeah, kinda, yeah. Except, like, I think it's just because my fucking reading comprehension, which is ironic because I read way more books when I was younger than I do now. Although I'm getting back into that, which is nice. I just finished Aragon again because I hadn't read that since it came out. And I'm working on the Gotrek and Felix books from Warhammer Fantasy. But yeah, I don't know why, but my brain just was like, no. It even added an extra I into my pronunciation. I don't understand where that came from. Anyway, I know they want me to go to Rocket Town. Here's the thing, and I've done this twice. I keep hitting the wrong button here. I've said it Nibelheim and I've said it Nibelheim throughout this playthrough. But as a kid, I think I pronounced it Nibelheim. So yeah, crazy how that shit works. There was another big one. I don't remember which game it was, but there was another big one that I used to mispronounce all the time, and I'm not remembering what it was. So this is the leader sub. Damn, makes me sick just thinking about it. Yeah. No damage appears to have been sustained. Phew, that's good to hear. I mean, it's like, there's a YouTuber I watch. He doesn't really upload as much anymore because he's big on like uploading like once every 3-4 months, maybe. I haven't even seen if he's uploaded recently. Named Soviet Womble. It's kind of like one of the early day like funny clips YouTubers. He was talking about how when he read the Harry Potter series, he pronounced Hermione like Hermanwe or some shit like that. It blew my mind. But that just goes to show how like different people can, especially different cultures, because he's British. Yes. Shit's fucking, it's crazy to me though. Kind of interesting. But yeah. Now I gotta do... Oh, I'm gonna finish this. I forgot that this was in this order, but that's okay. There's a bunch of Shinra people in the rocket. Your rocket. Need to talk to him later. But we're almost there. I think I was the same too. But I mean, I did the same thing with Colonel. I think a lot of people who like read that one like read it as like colonel or something like that. That's about where I thought it was. Which is fucking crazy to think about it. Words are weird. And the English language is insane to me. Don't let them get any further. Everyone attack! Yeah. I mean, it's fun to play with. But shit can fuck you up. I've met several people. It's the funniest thing to me because I live in the Midwest where I think it's common everywhere, but like it's funnier here where there's a lot of French counties and city names all over our country. So when I'm at work and people try to pronounce like Beloit, it's spelled Beloit. So people pronounce it like Belot or Belliot. I had somebody I worked with who used to pronounce Pinoy as Panot. I would fuck with her every time we did anything that involved that word. Yeah, like French origins, the words themselves. Like we do, where I work, we do a lot of stuff where we ship things to a Beloit. I forget where, like which state it's in. It doesn't really matter. But there's so many people at work who get like jabbed at because they'll pronounce it wrong. I'm out of here, Cloud. I'm gonna kick those fucking Shinra right out of my rocket. probably was damn there. I didn't really count the symbols. But yeah. You again? Executor? Yeah. That's fair. I mean, personally, I would say it's similar to Execute because they're both rooted in the same definitions, similar definitions. That's fantastic. I love that. We will. I know, like, every time I play Night Rain. Anyway, we will eliminate everyone who gets in Shinra's way. Every time I play Night Rain and I play an Executor or talk about him, I have to stop and think about how to pronounce his name because I read it like 3 different ways. And I blame Pokemon for part of that. Because, yeah, my brain just immediately, the moment I read Executor, it just wants to go Executor. Even though it's not even spelled the same way. Oh, I still have a Bolt Armlet on. So they barriered him so that he couldn't heal better. It's great. God. I'm actually kind of excited for Root. So Root is kind of disappointing in this version of the game. The remakes did Root justice, but that's if you like the remakes. I do agree with that though. They got us. Why are you here? Root of the Turks should have been here. Too bad. Those guys are over there. Oh man, the Turks being done in like that? But I won't let you through. I can't forget Rude. You fight him once or twice in the first remake, and then a couple times in Rebirth. Reno is harder, like as a solo fight for sure in remake. Rude showed up twice. It was twice. Rude showed up in the bullpen. So I love Rebirth. I do. I complained a lot during my stream of Rebirth, but I love Rebirth. In my opinion, you're still in for a treat. Like, there's so much still left that's good in that game. Depending on how you look at the side content. Oh yeah, I loved Rebirth way more. Although it deviates from the story a lot more. Kinda. Most of it roots from the same problem I had in Remake though. But I can't change that. Hey, what the hell are you guys doing? Hey, just when I thought something was going on, you come back. Frog jump. Which one was that one? Ah, yeah, you're doing a lot more than me then. Listen to me, Captain. We're gonna launch this rocket. I've thought about going back to both of those games to 100% them. but I would have to learn the game mechanics way more than I already know them in order to do hard mode. And my Rufus fight was so rage-inducing that I don't. And there's a few fights in Rebirth that are the same way. Although a couple of them would probably not be too bad now that I know how to do them. I might do that at some point. Huh? What are you talking about? We're gonna load the materia bomb in this and blow up the meteor. Our rocket's gonna save the planet. I love Rufus as a character, and I feel like they did him justice in the remake. The fight made me mad. Man, this is so cool. But I think that is like indicative to like a good boss design. At least in that regard, because there's a difference. Dark Souls Beta Chaos is not a good boss design just because it's makes me mad. Makes me mad because it's not a good boss design. Rufus just kind of frustrated me. Big difference. Anyway, wait a minute. Shut up. Just shut the hell up. House of Rocket. It's pretty much okay, but we plan to run it in a meteor on autopilot. But the most important device is broken. Broken? What's the repair going? Shira's doing it. Oh, great. What a bunch of wizards you guys are. She's gonna take 100 years. I'll take over, so don't worry about the autopilot. Hey, go ahead. Go tell everyone. Alright, Captain. Good luck. But, God. Hey, Sid. What are you doing? I know I've already talked about some of the stuff I'm worried about with the finale of the trilogy. The changes to the live stream scene with Cloud and Tifa being a big one. Because and everything with Rocket Town. This is another big one that I'm concerned about. But you haven't gotten that far. So I don't want to spoil anything. There are generations of knowledge and wisdom inside materia. We're going to borrow their powers and save the planet from Sephiroth. Oh, you're good. It's fine. I've already said most of my piece about what I'm concerned with. Because it all kind of pops up earlier in the game. In this game. For the most part, I'm not that concerned about what happens with the rest of the trilogy from this point of the story onward, because I feel like most of it has to kind of go 1-to-1, minus what they do with the Whispers. But nobody's going to be able to predict what they do with the Whispers. Anyway, we're going to borrow their powers and save the planet from Sephiroth. There's no way that we can lose the huge materia. You understand that, right? Yeah, I understand. I understand that materia is precious, and I understand what you're thinking. But listen, I don't give a rat's ass whether it's science or magical power. No, I guess if I had to choose, I'd rather put my money on the power of science. Humans only used to walk around on the ground, but now they can fly. And finally, we're about to go into outer space. I won't say anything. I know you've dealt with the Whispers because you played a remake. So I can say this. I did see the Final Fantasy set, I just didn't look into a lot of them. But anyway, my biggest complaint about the remake trilogy that they're doing is the Whispers. Because I feel like the story didn't need that. to be retold. Now, if that's what they were planning from the get-go, fine. But why wasn't that in this game? That's just all I'm asking, and the only thing that I'm upset about personally. Apart from making Advent Children canon, but that's another thing. Honestly, I'll say this. The Whispers make more sense in Remake, to me, than they do in Rebirth. But, they're part of a bigger story arc that I'm generally not a fan of, but I will hold my opinion until the trilogy is complete. Anyway, they're kind of neat in the first game. Until the end of the game, that's when I didn't like them anymore, but it is what it is. We'll see what happens with them. I hope that the long-term storytelling pays off. I feel like it will. I just don't see the vision yet. Anyway, science is a power created and developed by humans, and science just might be what saves this planet. Oh, God. I'm going to hold off on any comments on that until, for now, because you haven't beaten Rebirth. But I have a statement about that. It kind of ties into the Whispers. Well, that one specifically, once you kind of play through Rebirth and finish it and get a better grasp on what the Whispers symbolize and signify for the trilogy as a whole, you might actually know what I want to say without me saying it. So, but that is an interesting concept. I kind of like that. Anyway, I was able to earn my living thanks to science, so to me, there's nothing greater. Now quit your worrying about what Shinra's gonna do. I don't want to regret not having done something later. But Sid, shut the hell up. I don't want to hear it. Alright, time to get to work. Anyone who ain't involved, get the hell out of here. What the hell? What the hell happened? Hey! Palmer, what the hell did you do? They said they finished repairing the autopilot, so I launched it. Goddamn Shira, why'd she pick today to get fast? Damn, won't even budge. It's completely locked up. Hey, almost lift off. What the? No countdown? Just don't seem the same without it. Hey, blast off! Oh, God. But yeah. I'm very vocal about the current remake trilogy because they're some of the best games I've played in recent years, so I like to talk about them. Like those two games, the recent Yakuza releases, stuff like that. I like them a lot. And I'm not gonna lie, after I beat Rebirth on stream, I already wanted to play another playthrough. I mean, that's fair. I will hold judgment on if I like it more or less than the original until the trilogy is complete. But I will say I'll never have the same feelings for it as the original. And I'll probably just look at it as a separate entity entirely for that reason. But I'm also the type of person that doesn't or tries very hard to separate source material from a new media. So, like, I may compare it, but it doesn't affect my opinion of the new games at all. Which is for the best because they are very different. Different enough anyway. And I am the type that wishes that the main Final Fantasy line had stayed turn-based. I am okay that the remakes are not turn-based because they're not part of like what they're releasing. Oh, that's 100% understandable. I finally made it. Outer space. Let's see. How's the course set? Like, I've played Final Fantasy VII and Final Fantasy VIII. Not to the extent you have, obviously, because I didn't speedrun either. But I've played them. I've got over 1,000 hours on Steam for Final Fantasy VIII. And that was years after I started playing the game. Like, these versions of the games will never be replaced for me. That can't be taken from me. So I understand that entirely. Yep, it's headed for a collision with Meteor. Can't we do something? If it goes on, we're... That damn Palmer went out of his way to lock the autopilot device. We might not be able to change course. The only game I don't think I'd ever learn a JRPG for speedrunning, just because there's so much more involved with that than I've ever been willing to put the time into. The only game I've ever learned speedrunning for was Borderlands 2. And I did get a run, which just finishing a run is an amazing feat for that game. Oh yeah. 7 had so much going for it. It's hard to forget that. Is this the end? Huh? What the hell are you saying? You're still young, don't give up so easily. I'm not gonna crash into Meteor. Just watch. I think the other thing is like, I still love Borderlands 2, don't get me wrong, but there's a level of enjoyment for me that is gone now, personally, for casual runs that I just can't have anymore with that game. And I don't think I would want to play a game so much at this point in like how I play games and how I do stuff, that it would kill casual runs for me. I get way too competitive to where it would cause burnout for that game forever, and I would hate that. That's fair. But if I can never go back to it in any other way, I would definitely hate that. That is completely understand. I feel that because I've tried to play Borderlands 2, and every time I play it, unless I patch it back up, which I guess I do, but like every time I play it, I'm like, it doesn't. I'm trying to do things I can't do anymore because I patched it out, and I hate it. keep an escape pod on the rocket just for emergencies like this. I deciphered the lock code on the escape pod. We'll bail right before we crash into meteor. Hey, what about the huge materia? If you want the materia, just do whatever you want. The materia should be there after you climb that ladder. You sure? I don't know. I know what I said a minute ago. But maybe all that I really wanted was to just go into outer space. So, why don't you all do whatever you think is right? I finally found the huge materia. It's structured so that the lock can be opened if we enter the passcode from this control panel. I'm not gonna lie. The second playthrough I played that got to this point is when I actually did it legit. First time I lost this materia in my very first playthrough. Same with the coral materia. And then my second playthrough, I lost the coral materia and got this one. I was so upset because after that, I had managed to get a hold of a strategy guide that taught me that not losing those gets me another summon materia. And that made me sad. Anyway, it's structured so that the lock can be opened if we enter the passcode from this control panel. I think so. Just showing my age here. I got it from a babysitter's boyfriend who didn't want his guides anymore, so I got that one and the Final Fantasy VIII guide from him. One day when she was... I only had her for like... She was my sitter for like 2 occasions. But yeah, it was like one of those occasions he came over with her and just kind of gave me those guides. I still have them somewhere. I just don't know where they went. Hey Cloud, you know how to use it, right? Every time it says enter passcode, press these buttons. If you punch in the right code, it'll unlock and you'll get the huge materia. So what order am I supposed to enter the passcode in? I don't know. Just try and punch in the code randomly. 100% random, I swear. Oh, wow, pretty good. You got the passcode in a single try. You must have known the passcode. If not, it's impossible. I love how they give you shit for getting it on the first try. It's like the second South Park game, when you enter the passcode for Cartman's basement and they call you Tom Brady. It's like the same fucking level of, well, fuck you. I'll be honest though, that code is pretty much ingrained in my brain. Like, I can remember the first time I finished that logic puzzle because they... Oh yeah, we are supposed to go this way, aren't we? It's circle square XX, but yes. The first time I remember doing it, they told me that it wasn't triangle, and then they told me there was 2 of the same thing, and I don't remember how I got the order, but I remember the those 2 hints and it helped me get everything I needed. And I don't remember what the other hint was. I can't. It's so heavy. I can't lift it. Don't worry about me. Hurry up and go. If you don't hurry, the rocket's gonna crash into a meteor. I can't go without my friends. You shit. No time to worry about other people. I'm gonna do whatever I can. You're stupid. You're really fucking stupid. Tank number 8 blew up. The tank number 8 really was malfunctioning. Shira, you were right. But this is the end for me. Don't say that, Sid. So this confuses me. Just from like an association standpoint. I don't know how else to put it. Why Cosmo Canyon? Huh, Shira? I tagged along. I'm coming to help you. Oh, not a problem. Thank you for showing up. I hope you enjoy your food. And I'll be around. I always stream Friday through Sunday for sure. But yeah. Have a good one. You stupid shit. Yep. Sorry. See you later, man. The escape pod is this way. Please hurry. And actually, I didn't even look at the time myself. We're way past break time, so I'm going to do that now.